Daniel 11, and Daniel 12.
That's the 70th week it's talking about.
Yeah.
Shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. Explain 9:27 to me.
I don't know what it means.
Even until the consummation. What is the consummation?
Well, my version says complete destruction.
Make it desolate even until the complete destruction.
Yeah.
And that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. That's a confusing verse.
Yeah.
So we know that he's got to stop sacrifices, so we know there has to be a temple.
Right. Matthew 24:15.
When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel, standing in the holy place. What do you think he's talking to here? And do you think the temple has to be in Israel, in Jerusalem?
Yeah.
You do? You do think so?
Yeah, I do.
What makes you think such things?
Because that's where he established it. It's where all will be from now on. It's where the new one comes down from heaven. It's where Ezekiel's temple is.
So that's different than the end times, the 70th week temple.
What now?
The Daniel's 70th week temple is different than the Ezekiel temple.
Yes. So,
And Ezekiel says it'll be in Jerusalem.
yeah. Jesus is talking to his disciples, and he says the temple will be blown up. He says, they ask, when will these things be? In verse 3, what will be the sign of your coming at the end of the age?
So what are all the Christians going to think, and everyone, when this temple's rebuilt? Because I feel like they're all waiting for it. And you're like, oh, it's the end times. It's coming. Like, I'm waiting for that pre-trib rapture. I better stock up on ammo until the pre-trib.
Right? Well, look at verse 9.
Matthew what? 24? 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and they shall kill you, and you shall be hated. So maybe I'll be dead. All of the nations, which does that include our nation, the nation of Babylon?
Yes.
According to Rob Skiba.
Many false prophets will lead many astray, because lawlessness will be increased. The love of many will grow cold, but the one who endures to the end will be saved.
It doesn't say by rapture, it just may be brought to a safe place beyond the ice wall.
Yes. Exactly.
That needs to be a song, Beyond the Ice Wall.
And then verse verse 15. So when you see the abomination of desolation spoken of by the prophet Daniel standing in the holy place, and let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Oh yeah, so it says Judea, so it's got to be somewhere around there.
Right. Let the one who is on the housetop not go down to take what is in his house. Let the one who is in the field not turn back to take his cloak. And alas, for women who are pregnant, for those who are nursing infants in those days, pray that your flight may not be in winter or on a Sabbath. But then there will... a Sabbath? You mean there's such thing as a Sabbath in the end days? I thought Jesus did away with that.
Well,
Whoa.
it's just talking to the Jews, Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Just talking to the Jews.
Oh, not us. Just
This whole Bible is for the Jews, except for Galatians, you Gentile.
That's great. For then there will be great tribulation, such as not been from the beginning of the world until now. No, it never will be.
So, let's speculate here. This is happening around Jerusalem. Say it is the temple. They all see this happening. He's going to guide them to a place of safety. Where do you think that would be?
I don't know. But in verse 31 is the rapture.
Oh, Matthew.
Yeah.
And he shall send his angels with a great sound. So how much time is passing here between the abomination of desolation and the rapture or the second coming? Are you more of a mid-tribber, or do you read that everything happens at the same time? 'Cause that's kind of where I'm at.
What do you mean?
Like, there's no rapture. It's all,
Right, there's rapture.
and it's second coming is when he comes to save us. So we never leave Earth. There's no reason to go up, then go down, and then go up and down. It just seems.
Exactly. It's all nonsense.
That's how I feel, and then everyone tries to tell me, like, well, half my friends are pre, and then half my friends are like mid-trib. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, what are you doing? It's like, well, we're pre-wrath. God wouldn't put his wrath on us. It's like, when has that happened before? I mean, we've always been there, present for the wrath. He protects us some way. He's not going to call us up and put us back down. I mean, just
Right.
where is that?
It's in,
And I say that, and they just make me seem stupid. So explain it to me. But I don't know.
they're stupid.
No, I'm stupid. I
Well,
was struggling with a socket wrench the other day. I'm like, I'm so stupid. I couldn't figure out how to like make it go the other way. I'm like, I was thinking, like, do they only invent socket wrenches for taking things off? I thought for sure that they put things on, and the one I had didn't have like a turn button. Like most of them, I had like a turn left and right. And this one, I'm like, this one's dumb. This is the dumbest thing in the world. Then I figured you pushed it and it moved, and it was just. I ended up doing everything with like a screwdriver, and it was like such a waste of time. So I was looking at a new socket wrench kit. I'm like, this one turns. This one's good. I'm like, oh, the other one did too. I'm like, I'm so glad no one was here to observe this. Anyways, where were we?
31.
Well, we know the final battle, and that's what I was talking about is the Armageddon, right? When the angels come down, it's the final battle. So maybe we're all there, and the angels come to protect us, like a last battle. You don't like this stuff.
Wait, what now?
Is that Masada behind you?
No.
Oh.
It's Dinosaur National Monument.
Maybe we all go to Masada.
Well, you see the language there of the trumpet and then gathering, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Look up Isaiah.
we're pretty screwed over here in America, is what you're saying.
No.
How are we gonna get over there? How are we gonna be gathered up?
Well, go look. Isaiah 27:13. 13.
Making me do stuff. 27:13.
Yeah.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the great trumpet shall be blown, and they shall come which were ready to perish in the land of Assyria, and the outcasts in the land of Egypt, and shall worship the Lord in the holy mount at Jerusalem.
Okay.
Okay.
Deuteronomy 30, verse 4.
Wait, I'm still lost on 27:13. This is the Trump. This is the last Trump. The angels are coming down. Second coming Trump. Same Trump. Donald Trump.
Yeah, probably.
That's not reassuring. Okay, where are we going? You said Daniel? My body feels good today. I'm doing more squats. Let's do some squats right now.
Alright. Now go to
You're losing it, Dan. Come on, this is the Sabbath. There's no resting. Where Syria, is that Middle East still?
what?
When it says Assyria in Isaiah 27:13, you think that's still the Middle East?
Yeah. Deuteronomy 30, verse 4.
That's what you said. Deuteronomy 30, verse 4. If any of thine be driven out unto the outermost parts of heaven, from hence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from hence will ye be fetched.
Okay, go to Nehemiah 1, verse 9.
You're like moving me on before I can understand a verse. And when I read a book, it takes me like 3 times. That's why it takes me so long to finish a book. It's always a great celebration. Now I even lost the verse. What do you mean, outermost parts of heaven? If any of thine be driven out unto the outermost parts of heaven.
It just means to the ends of the earth.
How does the earth have any ends if it's a round ball spinning in space?
Because it's not. It's actually a shaped Pop-Tart.
I knew it! I knew it was a Pop-Tart.
And we're just living in one of the iced indentations.
Daniel, this is the smartest stuff you've ever said. Where are we going?
Alright, so it says if they repent, he'll
What?
have compassion and he'll gather them and bring them back. Alright, go to Nehemiah 1:9.
Nehemiah 1:9. Okay. I'm gonna start copying these down to a Word document. Alright, go.
You go.
You go. Now in the 24th day of this month, the children of Israel were assembled with fasting and with sackcloths, and the earth upon them. Earth upon them. I told you I gotta read it like 7 times.
No, go to verse 8 and 9.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't see what he's going for here. Nehemiah 9, right?
Nehemiah 1.
Oh, what the hell? Alright. Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among the nations. But if ye return to me upon my commandments and do them, though there were of you cast out unto the outermost parts of heaven, there's the outermost part of heaven again, Yet will I gather them from hence and bring them unto the place that I've chosen to set my name. So we've been spread out because we transgressed the law. Israel, we're
Yeah. Alright.
we're like Rob Skiba says, the Ephraim awakening. We're turning back to Him to keep the commandments and do them.
That's right.
And even though we were cast out unto the outermost part of heaven, we will be gathered. I understand what you're saying, but is this a magical gathering, or like an Exodus kind of? Not that the Exodus wasn't magical, but I don't see the whole like into the air.
You should watch Eddie Chumney's teaching, Second Exodus.
Let me write that down. Get rid of 9-1 here. I had that backwards. Eddie Chumney?
Yeah.
He spelled Chumney.
Chum. N-E-Y.
What was it called? Second Exodus?
Yeah. Or Greater Exodus. Something like that.
Summarize.
It's just comparing what we're talking about to the first Exodus and how it could potentially happen. No one knows. Alright, go to Isaiah.
Maybe we'll
43.
pass from Alaska to Russia.
Probably.
I'm telling you, I got a long way to go. I'm over here in Pennsylvania. You're closer than me. I'm screwed.
Well, if
You see this neck? This neck's not going to make it through the guillotines, Daniel.
Well, see, that's where it's so important to understand that the Earth is flat, because if you don't, then you're going to go the wrong way.
It's true. It's true. People are going to be so confused. They're going to have their GPSs out. Nothing's going to make any sense.
We'll make it.
That's right.
So it's the most important thing ever to teach.
Rob Skiba was right all along.
Alright.
That's actually. I know you're being funny, but that's gonna make me think about that now. I'm like,
Okay.
let me think about actually where I have to go
I'm gonna
now.
say, Nate will take that to the extreme. Isaiah 43:6.
Yeah, because you're not gonna be able to use the highways because they're gonna be blocking all the highways. So it's gonna be you're gonna have to navigate cross country. And that's gonna be hard. If it was flat, it definitely would skew things, and you'd have a little trouble figuring out where the hell you were. But there's maps and stuff. I'm sure there's trails, and I don't think it would be all that bad. But that's the first reason I've ever heard from anyone to actually study flat Earth. So thank you for that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I had moved on until you said that, so thank you for
Wonderful.
reinstituting the importance.
Alright, go to Isaiah 43, verse 5 through 7.
Isaiah, why? Oh, sorry. 43.
Yeah.
Isn't this what Skiba was quoting you today?
I don't know.
43:25.
No.
Oh, maybe that's what I just wanted to hear.
Oh, that is what he quoted.
Yeah.
But this is earlier. That's funny.
What'd you say, Isaiah? What?
43,
Mm-hmm.
verse 5 through 7.
Okay. I was hearing what I wanted to hear. Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. Ooh, that's it. Thy seed from the east.
Your offspring. So, us.
How does east and west work on a flat Earth map?
Well, you still have
What
North
it-
Six- North-
No, you don't.
What?
Well, the North Pole's in the middle, so it's not a North Pole anymore.
Stay on topic, Nate.
It's a middle pole. Now this is a serious
Stay on
question.
topic. No, we will not discuss flat Earth. You are banned from discussing flat Earth.
Okay. You flat Earth
Try to
people.
help you here.
All right.
Verse 6.
I'm just trying. Well, I was seriously thinking about what are we the? We would be the West, but I figured we would be the seed from the East.
We are. He's saying your offspring from all directions.
Okay. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from afar, and my daughters from the ends of the earth, ends of the Pop Tart. Even everyone that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him, yea, I have made him. Bring forth the blind people that have eyes, and the deaf that have ears. Let all the nations be gathered. What if you're deaf and you have no ears? Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this, and shew us former things? Let them bring forth their witnesses, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say, it is truth. I get it.
Okay.
I still see like the seed from the east. I feel like it's, I don't know.
We're not done. Now go to Jeremiah 31:8.
I keep forgetting to write these down.
7 and 8.
31, 7 and 8.
Yeah.
For thus says the Lord, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations. Publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Lord, save thy people, the remnant of Israel. Behold, I will bring them out from the north country, and gather them from the coasts of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, and the woman with child, and her that travaileth with her child together. A great company shall return hither.
And verse 9.
Already copied and pasted. They shall come with weeping, and with supplications will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of water in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble, for I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Oh, is that the Ephraim awakening?
Yes. Okay.
Wait, all right, let me break it down in my little mind, simple little mind here. Where does the story of Ephraim come from? I've heard various different things. Like Skiba was saying with the parable of the wayward son. It's like when he wakes up in the pig pen, like that was his Ephraim awakening. He realized, he's like, I wish my father would take me back, you know. But who was Ephraim?
Hang on a second. Be right back.
All right, let's talk to myself. It's totally flat. He'll catch on. He'll catch on.
What?
What?
I thought somebody was knocking on the door.
It was God.
Probably was.
He's like Daniel. Daniel, it's flat.
Brian and Manasseh, sons of Joseph.
Ephraim was a son?
Yeah.
He wasn't the firstborn, though.
No, but he was given firstborn status.
I thought Benjamin was the... No, he was the lastborn.
Now, Ephraim and Manasseh were sons of Joseph.
Oh, Joseph.
Joseph was one of the 12, but his house became collectively known as Ephraim and Manasseh. Joseph was the one who was cast out and grew up and lived in Egypt. So Ephraim and Manasseh grew up in Egypt. So symbolically speaking, we're descendants who were basically cast out from the family and grew up in Babylon, and now will come back.
That is... Wow. So it's all happening again.
And everything, Nate.
It's all happening again. So right now we're in Egypt.
Yes. And we have to exodus from Egypt.
So who was Ephraim? Why was he important?
Uh,
You paused me.
I'm getting a call. Hang on, let me call you back, okay?
Okay. Need to read Jasher again. That's what I need to read because that really breaks down Joseph's little bit more. I feel than the Bible. Jacob. Jasher's a huge book. I got this one. I don't know how good it is. It looks really thin, but it's not. Tiny print. I actually don't think I even finished Jubilees, but I need to. Really goes deeper into the lives of Abraham and everyone. Hello?
Nate! That was the guy I'm supposed to go riding with. I have to go.
No, you don't.
Nice, that's cool. Alright, so go to Isaiah 62, verse 10 through 12. And, it wouldn't hurt to read the context around all these verses too, and then watch Eddie Chubney's teaching.
I
You
will.
like-
All right. Thank you,
and then
Daniel.
We will talk more.
All right, and we'll tie the Nephilim and the flat Earth all into it, and it'll all makes
Yes.
sense
And the Pop-Tart.
on the Pop-Tart.
That's right.
Gathering together of the sprinkles upon the frosted Pop-Tart.
Well, I personally believe it's cinnamon frosted, not sprinkles. But,
Heresy.
I can see it going.
Heresy.
Alright, go read Jubilees and tell me if the earth is flat.
Jubilees. Oh,
Just kidding.
I'm gonna read Jubilees. Yes, I was gonna read Jasher because it goes deep into Joseph's sons.
Ah,
So I'll get back to you on that. See what else I can pull up.
sounds good. I'm gonna go ride my bike.
You're looking good. I'm gonna go ride my bike too, but I'm gonna dig into this a little bit.
Sounds good. Have fun.
I will.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Hang on here with Mr. Stupid for a little bit. Isaiah 62:10. Go through the gates. Prepare ye the way of the people. Cast up the highway. Gather out the stones. Lift up a standard for the people. Behold, the Lord hath proclaimed unto the end of the earth, end of the world. Say ye to the daughter of Zion, behold, thy salvation cometh. Behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. And they shall call them the holy people, the redeemed of the Lord, and thou shalt be called sought out, a city not forsaken. Wow. Yeah, this stuff is all interesting. I guess all this started from me trying to figure out what was with the temple, but Daniel's made it pretty clear to me that there's definitely going to be a temple and there's definitely going to be sacrifices reinstituted. I always figured it wouldn't be of God, and it might not be. It seems shady to me. But we're going to see that abomination and desolation. I was thinking maybe it wasn't a physical temple. And I could go either way on that one. That's kind of where my head's at. I'm always open to different interpretations there. And maybe it's not a physical temple because I figured the veil was torn. The Spirit, the Nefesh, came to live within us. That you can make the that we are a temple. I mean, the body says our body is a temple. If you want to twist it that way, but I see what he's saying, and it makes sense. There would be. That's what I've always thought. There was a temple, but I always feel like it would be like, well, you know what's coming now. The end times are coming. There's a temple. That's the only thing, I feel like the giveaway, the dead giveaway that the church is expecting, and I feel like it's never going to be that way because we expect it, which is counterintuitive, I know, but That's what I do. So I will get back to you guys on this. I'm gonna read a little bit of Jasher, look into Ephraim a little bit more, and see what else I can discover. And I'm gonna watch that Chumney video. So if you guys want to watch it with me, comment. That'd be cool. The Greater Exodus. That makes sense to me. That because we see that the feasts and everything parallel our journey here and how things are progressing throughout history. So that would make sense that the Exodus would parallel those final days. Circle.